It's about 20 minutes after 6 o'clock on this Tuesday morning. The sun is rising, which is a great time for us to talk to Sunny K. Dawkins. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. What's up, my love?
I'm
How
good.
you doing?
I'm so excellent. How are you?
I am fabulous, magnificent.
I can see that.
Yes, darling. Thanks.
You came on the people's TV screen this morning and I said, wow, look at Miss Kitty.
Thank you,
The hair, the color, the everything.
Thank you. The ensemble.
The ensemble.
Ensemble.
And Dennis, you know.
No, let me tell you something. You see, I believe in dress how you want to be addressed and dress to make yourself feel good and look good. A lot of it starts with how you look and how you feel, right? And especially as women, you know, again, we're so busy taking care of everybody else and everything else, and then you don't remember sometimes, you know. But sometimes you put on something nice, it just lifts your spirit, it lifts your mood, and it just sets the tone for the day.
Well, you guys were talking this morning about national, is it Dance Day, International Dance, all the dance teams.
Yeah, she can dance.
Dennis?
Yeah. TK, move your bad part.
King scandal, please to stop it.
Can you move or butterfly?
I was
Look
going
here, no,
to
I
say,
wasn't talking about carnival. That's a whole different kind of dance.
Stop it.
That's all, what you were doing on Sunday is a whole different kind of dance. What I was going to say is, I've seen you behind the cameras,
you know,
like when things are going on in the studio, and I was like,
I can shake a leg.
Yeah.
You know?
Shake a butterfly?
I like to shake. I can't.
Come, do you catch the new brand lick? Butterfly, butterfly, mashing up the old display. Hey,
then let's say, all right. That's enough. That's enough.
That's
no,
right.
what I was saying was
your butterfly wing don't, bro.
No, I heard you guys talking about Professor. It's nurses for Dr. Lantoinette Steins, and I had to say good morning to Miss Barbara of the Woolman's Dance Troupe. She also is the choreographer for Zai Maka. She was she probably won't like me saying this, but she was a dance teacher and I was at Women's Prep, and she's still in the industry doing great things. And I just want to say big up also to all the dance teachers. Some people, let me tell you something, the dance class almost saves them at school. They love it. It gives them the chance to express themselves in a way maybe they can't at home, maybe they can't in other classes. And so the dance teachers allowing Jamaicans to express themselves, big up yourself.
But you know what, TK, and I endorse that message, because a lot of times it's the dance class that you have the most fun, you're most expressive. And back in the day, too, Dennis, prep school, primary school, and them dance troupe was a big thing.
Yes, man.
Hey, when you have JCDC, some of the dance troops.
Yes,
the Woolman's dance troupe.
Woolman's dance and Tivoli dance was like, you always hear about them.
Stella Mari, you know, so
really.
Kudos
and you know
to
what
them.
I want to big up to? The drama teachers.
Yeah, man.
All the drama teachers.
Oh, man, big up yourself.
Mr. Campbell was my, Mr. Campbell and Miss Forbes, they were my two drama teachers at Merle Grove High School.
You know, but in relation to dance, and again, as somebody who cannot dance.
You can't dance, you just dance to the words, really. But understand, you come, you know, you get better, you get better. No, you get better. My friend, hey man, your thing up now, man. You're more on point now, you know what I mean? Yes. When it just did start, remember I told you.
You know what? On Dennis's behalf, let's jump right into the headlines.
Dennis, answer my
turn to TK now.
Let's go to the headlines. I'll save you, Dennis. So, government crackdown coming for windshield wipers.
Amen.
A major clampdown on windshield wipers and street visitors at busy intersections is on the horizon as the National Security Council, the NSC, moves to address growing safety concerns linked to the practice. Following its latest monthly meeting last Thursday, the NSC, chaired by Prime Minister Andrew Holness, highlighted the urgent need to restore public order and boost citizen security beyond the traditional crime fighting. Now, officials cited rising reports of aggressive behavior, intimidation of female drivers,
that part,
and clashes between motorists and street wipers. While not technically illegal, the activity has led to arrests for obstruction, solicitation, and property damage.
Yes, and also assault. And in some cases, battering as well. Yes, I agree. It is long overdue. I think it's a step in the right direction. When you have men who set upon particular areas, right now, TK, there is almost no stoplight that's free of them. And when some of them, a few of them, will approach you with respect and decency, the majority, they are a nuisance. they are a scourge.
They're making demands.
And making demands and intimidating you. And I'm saying to myself...
And if you say you don't have anything, them saying, but look at that right there.
But then
that, I don't know, that has a special effect on me.
Dennis,
like, don't look in my car and make requests.
The derogatory remarks with which we, as especially women, have to deal with on a daily basis, it is unprecedented, TK. Like for myself, there are certain stoplights that I deliberately avoid because I know that they are there, and I just don't want to have that interaction at all. And you feel so afraid in your own vehicle that you've worked so hard to buy. And I'm saying, you know what, your mother and your father will bring it here. You're not do this to them, you're not do this. And if I say don't wipe it, you want to wipe it. The intimidation that we have to go through, let me tell you, it is just so I don't. You show me that breakfast sunrise, need sunset or midnight.
Yeah. I was about to say, I was like, pull it back.
Yeah.
But you know, I had an interesting experience recently in Medellin, and I said I would come and I made a video for the purpose of sharing it. I saw at stoplights, young men who, there was a fire breather at the stoplight. There was a person juggling. There was when the light goes to red, him string across a tight rope, and him tight rope walk and juggle. They're entertaining you.
Wow.
And if you feel like giving something, you give something. Like there's
it's not a demand.
No, it's
or
not a
entitlement.
demand. Like they're trying to brighten up your day.
Yes.
While you're at the stoplight, and if you so choose, you can do something.
Give them
but like touching your vehicle,
Dennis, I remember growing up. Back in the
completely different.
I used to look forward as a child to give, some wiper guys, because they were so nice. I remember there was one, like right at Devon House there, so he was so pleasant.
He's still there, but if you see the scars on his face, he has been badly beaten many times.
You want to give them, but now the intimidation that you're coming with and the badmanism, I've said no progressive country should have that as a way of life for the people that live there. We go to Turks and Caicos. See me, I look at the top, like me say, what about the people? Like, where the people? Like, oh my God. You go to other countries, you don't see these things. And I'm saying, why is it that our leaders have allowed this problem and issue to balloon out like this, and is now like just such an eyesore? It's crazy.
You know what I would say in response to that? That many people, when we think about crime and security, we think about murder, we think about robbery and shooting. But for many people, their issue, their big fear is not murder. Their big security growth is not murder. Like, because if you think about it, like 80% of murders is gang violence, and then another maybe 17-18% is interpersonal conflict. So most people, they're not afraid of somebody killing. You know what they're going to say? My big security issue is these wiper guys who intimidate me every day.
Then it's not
and it's something
afraid.
That,
I am afraid.
Like, and it's something that on an average day, I don't think about. But unless
every
you're
time.
in this situation,
every time.
We've had this conversation.
I drive the long way.
We've had this conversation,
said,
and you shouldn't have to go through that.
I just cannot.
You shouldn't have to go through that.
Let me just drive the other way, TK, because I remember saying, men are soft soap. You understand? And depending on the day when you catch me, you understand.
And then because you're known, them are going to say, so Miss Kitty will make you are going to, like, you are going to feel like say you can't answer them. You need to answer them.
Not Miss Kitty. I see the look in her eyes. Next headline.
You answer them?
I see the look in her eyes. We won't hear what that answer is. We're going to go to the next
conditions apply.
Headline, and we're going to talk about politics in the region. PNM concedes defeat in Trinidad and Tobago's general election. The ruling People's National Movement, the PNM, has conceded defeat in Trinidad and Tobago's general election, with PNM leader and former Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley acknowledging the loss on Monday night, telling reporters it is not a good night for the PNM. From all reports, we have lost. Meanwhile, United National Congress, the UNC leader, Kamla Persad-Bissesa, secured her seat in Siparia and projected a wider party victory.
That yellow is so bright. Congratulations to Kamla Bissesa.
Well, put it this way. Think about the longevity of Kamla Persad-Bissesa, who was Prime Minister around the time when Portia Simpson Miller was Prime Minister back in...
Yeah, 20s.
Before 07.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so she's had a long stint as
and I think she was the first female.
Yeah,
Prime
definitely.
Minister. Yeah,
definitely.
Trinidad, yeah.
And she's back.
Yeah.
It shows her staying
That you can
power.
come back.
Yeah, it shows her staying power. I remember when she said, if you all think that Trinidad and Tobago is the ATM of the region, she's a firebrand, she's a tough-talking prime minister.
Yeah.
And it looks like her message has resonated. And I think Dr. Keith Rowley kind of read the tea leaves and said,
yeah.
Let
me head on out.
I'm out. See,
what's on my nose? I'm out.
I'm out. He tried to give his party a fillip.
Yeah.
And it didn't work.
Yeah.
It didn't work at all.
Well, let's see if her win means further Caribbean integration. What does it mean for the region and so on?
And ironically, another prime minister in Canada, he saw that thing.
Yes,
he read
Trudeau.
the tea leaves.
Yeah.
Justin Trudeau read the tea leaves and said, you know
I'm
what? I'm out.
I'm out as well.
And his successor, Mark Carney, actually carried through.
Yeah.
So politics all around the world, and of course, you know, we're in the political high season here in Jamaica as we're waiting for our elections to be announced, which are due this year
by September.
By September 2025. So, politics time again.
Are you going to vote?
Now, vote now, vote now.
Mojo, Martin. That's all the time we have here in the headlines. Coming up next, we're going to hear how Kingston handled the post-FET cleanup. So be sure to stay tuned for that discussion. We'll be right back.